Hello and good morning, everybody. It is another day. Today is Monday, January 19th, 2026, so it's my first full day of being 24. And pretty much we're just back in the grind today. I got job work I need to do. I got my therapy appointment just like every Monday. I got social media work I want to do, and I also want to do my laundry because today is Monday, so plenty to keep occupied with. I'm almost done with my morning routine. I just need to do some stretching. I'm gonna get started on some job work and then head to therapy later. I'm not entirely sure what today's focus is going to be because, like I said, I'm just going to be doing a lot of work, but I'll find something to fill the video in. It's about 10 a.m. right now. Like I said, I went to sleep a little late last night, so definitely need to get moving. But so here we go. Let's do it.
Alright, it's about 6 p.m. now. I was able to finish all the work for my job today. So a large chunk of basically the midday after therapy ended up being work. But I'm glad I got it all done. Tomorrow I just got to do a couple more organizational things, but basically tomorrow will be freed up entirely to work on either specific chores I need to do. Again, I'm going to go to my planner soon because it's only 6, so I still have some time left. Look over my planner, see what else I need to do, but tomorrow I'll be able to totally focus on social media, which, of course, tomorrow is Tuesday, which means it's my posting day for all accounts on all platforms, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, everything. So I'm excited to do that. I might actually film a video tonight. Oh yeah, and one more thing before I move on. I wanted to show you guys what was for dinner tonight. Since it's MLK Day, my whole family is home for dinner tonight, so I ended up making lasagna, and it's very good. I loved lasagna as a kid, so. But of course, I'm going to finish eating dinner first, and then I'm going to update my planners, just organize a little bit. I want to start my laundry as well because it is Tuesday, so it's laundry day, and I really don't want to do it super late. Hopefully I can get it washed, before midnight, hopefully. So we'll see. Hopefully I get some stuff filmed. I'll probably work on color vision as well. We'll see.
Alright, so it's exactly 8 p.m. now, and I was able to finish the video for Mason Rex this week. I got it filmed and edited. You see over there is my guitar and the banker's boxes that I use as a makeshift tripod. Got it all done. My family laughed at it when I showed it to them, which is a good sign. So I'm excited to post it tomorrow. I still haven't started my laundry though, and I need to get that done. So I'm gonna put that in, and then I'm gonna shower because it's, like I said, it's already 8, and by this time in the day, I just want to be showered and done with. So I'll do all that, and then I got coloring videos to work on. Alright, it's about 11 o'clock now. I was able to finish 2 more coloring videos, got them edited, put the music in, everything like that. So that sets me up till next Tuesday. I always like being ahead of the curve for my coloring videos, so hopefully I'll get more done this week. It was a little weird last week with particularly my birthday and things like that, but hopefully this week I'll be able to do more, especially since I've gotten more efficient and figured out kind of more of my style in terms of how I want to do the coloring videos, so I'm getting more of a hang of it, so it won't be as long editing anymore. Yeah, nothing too exciting today. It was just a normal Monday. It was MLK Day, so my family was home, so that was nice. Spent a little bit of time with them. But overall, I'd say it's productive. But I do want to take a moment. Obviously, it is MLK Day, so just take a moment to talk and recognize MLK Jr., Martin Luther King Jr., because we learned about him in school, and of course, he's been a fixture in American history for the past 60 years because of what he did for civil rights. Of course, there was the March on Washington and his "I Have a Dream" speech, which was monumental, phenomenal. That was a speech I listened to multiple times in school, and it was very impactful even then, and it still is even to this day when I hear it sometimes. Because it's really interesting to listen to MLK speak, not just obviously the content of his speeches, obviously inspiring towards civil rights and equality. That's kind of what he was all about, but just the way he delivered it, like he was obviously an insanely talented orator, and so just like the power in his voice is just incredible. So to me, MLK has always been a source of inspiration and fighting for what's right and being peaceful about it, which I think is admirable, especially given the opposition that him and other black people faced back then. But the principle of it, regardless of everything, just the principle of like, yeah, we're gonna remain nonviolent. I think that's a very admirable quality, regardless of whether you disagree with it or not. I think it's a very admirable trait, and so I think it's always good to just take a moment, any day, but particularly since this day is MLK Day, to remember him because he was very important, and he was unfortunately assassinated in a horrible fashion, way too young. I think the least we can do for him, and given that tragic end that he had, and the legacy that he's continued on. I think the least we can do is continue to spread his message and continue to listen to his speeches, continue to embrace and live his words. I think his words often do ring true today. Anyway, that's just my little piece on MLK Day. Hope everybody had a great Monday. Mine was great, you know, with lots of productivity, nice time with family. Oh, jeez. One more thing. I totally forgot to talk about this. When I went to therapy today, there's a little waiting room that we sit in before our therapists come take us to the individual rooms. And I was sitting there looking out the window, because there's some windows to, I guess it would be my left. And I have a gigantic, like, water bottle with me. And I'm looking out the window, and my therapist comes in the door on the other side, on my right. And so I look over and I see it's her, my therapist. So I start to get up. I'm like, oh shoot. And I have this problem where my brain goes from nothing, just sitting still, looking at something, to where it quickly registers that something needs to happen. Oh, my therapist is here. I need to get up and start walking. My entire body just moves instantaneously, like I have no time to spare. And my water bottle starts to fall. I grab it and my finger smacks the little table sitting right there. Smack on the end. It hurts so bad. And I grab my therapist is just standing there watching this all unfold. I think she asked, like, are you okay? Or something like that. Like, yeah. And I cut my finger. So I, like, nipped some skin off, and then it was like, it wasn't bleeding heavily, but it was like, you know, it broke skin, and then it was bleeding just a little bit. Pathetic. I mean, accidents happen, so I can't be, you know, too hard on myself. I'm just such a klutz. So take it from me, just be extra careful when there's things around you, because I've done that plenty of times and knocked my arm, my fingers, my feet, everything. I'm a very clumsy person, unfortunately. Anyway, with that, hope everybody had a wonderful Monday and Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Just like always, if you made it this far in the video, comment down below how your day was. But anyway, I'm done talking for now. Have a wonderful day tomorrow, everybody. Stay safe, and I'll continue recording tomorrow. Well, take care, everybody.